What's up, YouTube? Today I wanted to talk about black men and black women, and why do some black men prefer other cultures or other ethnicities. Now, of course, you can go to burnandbandweavesandwigs.com, and you can see that me and my team are pretty much against this epidemic of Afro Caucasoid black American women. So I wanted to talk about why do black men go to white women, or why they feel like they don't like black American women and they prefer maybe a Brazilian woman. Why? Or they may prefer a white woman, or they may prefer an Asian woman over a black woman. Why? Some say, well, black men, they're sellouts, they want to be white, so they prefer white women. That may be true in some cases, but most cases, when I talk to black men about, you know, black women, their main thing is black women have become Afro Caucasoid black woman. And what that means is, but Afro Caucasoid black woman is a woman that doesn't love herself. Now, what real black man would want a fake black woman? Okay, first of all, black American women are so concerned with materialism, it's almost ridiculous. I mean, they're all Louis Vuitton and Chanel. And I mean, all these are either, white men or white women that own, companies that have been owning these companies for years that didn't even want black women or black men to wear their products. But today in 2013, we feel like to have a status, or to be looked at as you have a status in America, that you have to have all the top materialism items, such as Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci, and I can't even name them all because I don't get into none of that stuff. But I do know people in my family who are materialistic. Now, I'm not saying that black men are not materialistic, as well. And I'm going to do a whole nother video on that. But right now, we're just discussing the Afro Caucasoid black woman in America. First of all, a real black man is not going to want a black woman who is more concerned with mammon or more concerned with money than her own husband. Okay? Just because you make more money than the black man doesn't mean you have to belittle the black man or make the black man feel a certain way about himself, being lesser than. Okay, for so many years, black people were treated lesser than, and we still are treated lesser than in 2013. And for a black woman to feel, because she has gotten a degree from who? Question mark. Okay, right. You feel that you are better than the black man who may be a bus driver, who just may have a regular job, may be a truck driver. And you feel like, well, because I have a master's, a MBA, or I have a master's degree or a PhD, that I am just so better than you, and that if I want to get somebody, they have to be on the same economical level as I. Well, that's an American woman. A lot of black men in America, a lot of black American men feel that they could go to Brazil and get treated much better by Brazilian black women, because Brazilian black women have a whole nother mentality on relationships. Okay? They're not going to belittle the black man because the black man doesn't make more money than them. Black men have different roles in life. The black woman has a different role. When money comes in, it seems like that's the destruction of the black culture, is money. And it's also destructing the black woman. Now let me explain how money is destructing the black woman. I've had a lot of conversations with black women on weaves. Again, please go check out burnandbandweavesandwigs.com. Okay, submit pictures, submit your stories, whatever. Weaves. Come on. Weaves are looking trifling and tacky. And like I said in my last videos, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what type of car you drive. If you have on a long weave, indie, Remy hair, or whatever type of hair you prefer on top of your own natural hair, that is some type of mental problem. It doesn't have to do with you switching up your hairstyles. I truly believe that black women don't want to admit to hating themselves. Who wants to go around to me? Yeah, well, honestly, I do hate myself. I hate the color of my skin. I hate the texture of my hair. Okay. Black women have a trademark that they hate. The trademark is your hair. Okay, the trademark is your hair. All of the different cultures have their own. They have their own specific type of trademark. Asians have the beautiful slanted eyes, and black people have Afro type of curly, kinky hair that forms into an Afro. Which back in the '60s, you watch, Soul Train. Back in the later days when we were wearing afros and we weren't really wearing all the weaves, we would shake our afro. They were shaking their afros, and the bigger the afro you had, the baddest of the bitch you were, or excuse me, the badder of the woman you were. Okay, so no one is shaking anything today. No one is shaking their afros. No one is taking care of their hair. People are just throwing weaves and glue on it and going on about their day and thinking that they're all that. You're not all that. Okay? If you have to cover up your own natural self for a society that has belittled you for so long, it's a problem. A black man is not going to want a black woman that is a fake black woman. You're just a fake black woman. You're not the originality of a black woman. You understand what I'm saying? You're not the originality of a black woman. You're the replica. The black American woman is a replica of a black woman. Okay? Because a real black woman, and there is some real black women in America. I mean, I have some in my group. My friends. A lot of them are Afrocentric, love being black, love their hair, love their skin tone, love everything about being melanic. But majority of black women I see on the everyday basis, Kroger's, Publix, Albertsons, Ralph, Piggly Wiggly, wherever I go, JCPenney, the mall, to go get something to eat, black women have on a wig or weave. What real black man is going to want to deal with a fake black replica black woman, American black woman? That's why I say a black American woman, because again, you go to Brazil, most black women out there have their original hair. Now I'm saying they don't wear weaves, but most of them are original. Most of them respect their men no matter what they make, because you're supposed to respect your husband, your lover, or whoever you're with, no matter how much money they make. I mean, money is paper. Money is a systematic something that's systematic, that was put in place to control the masses. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Money was put in place to control the masses. And most of us just work. Everything is about materialism, about working. Nothing is about being thyself, knowing thyself. Everything is about working. For who? For what system? Black women feel like, if they make more money than the black man, then the black man ain't shit. Black man ain't shit if I make more money than you. But yet, that in this system we live in, a lot of black men can't make it. Even if they try even if they try the hardest, they have to assimilate. They have to sound like, a white man, damn near, in order to make it in this society. And black women are a little bit more willing to assimilate and sell out a little quicker than black men. And so I feel that black men would prefer white women, would prefer an Asian women. And I'm a black female myself, and I understand why a black man would go to another ethnicity or another culture. Because if the other culture is going to treat them better, make them feel like a man, then hey, what's the problem? So, of course, we know statistics. There's more black women that are getting degrees. There's more black women that are graduating from high school. More black women, that are doing better than black men. But why? And I think that's the problem with black women. It's like you don't see the reality. All you see is the materialistic reality. You just see the reality of money and what that person can do for you. What I would like to happen is for black women to love themselves. The only way for the black culture, I really, truly, truly believe this. The only way for the black culture to come back to the originality of being who we are, being melanic people, is I really, truly believe the black woman. And as long as the black woman is, getting degrees of assimilation, that's what I call master's degrees, because, the whole point of getting degrees is to spend money, to buy a house, to buy a car, to buy all the materialistic items that you feel that you worked very hard for. When in reality, you don't need any type of money to live in this world. The creator, the all, whatever you call your God, has put 3 times enough food for us to eat, to have. There should not be any homelessness. I mean, you could go to the Fiji Islands, there is no homelessness, okay? Because these people are living indigenous, they built their own homes. In America, we're living systematically. The government is not going to let us build our own homes. The government is not going to, they need us. They need some form of poverty in order to have this system work. And as long as we continue to strive in their system to get their degrees of assimilation and then forget who we are, we're never going to make it. We're always going to be retrogressive. So people ask me, well, why is it that black people are not evolving? Well, first, how can you evolve when you don't even love yourself? Black women in all these weaves and getting nose jobs. You have Nene from Atlanta Housewives and all these different people, Toni Braxton, Tamar Braxton, getting all these nose jobs. And I mean, that is the original black woman. That is the original black woman. When you are born, okay, when you are born original. You are born who you are. But when we get into this systematic society, we start to get all these mind-controlled techniques put on us, which then in turn we start to question ourselves. We start to question what we look like. We start to question our hair. We start to question, our skin tone. You cannot evolve in a society where you don't love yourself. Okay? Love yourself. Treat your family right. Okay? Treat other black people with respect. And I believe that we can start evolving. But till then, as long as you're putting weaves and wigs on your little girls, as long as you're telling your friend that her hair is ugly because it's natural and that's the original black woman, then the black race will never evolve. Burn and ban weaves and wigs.com.